This is a 4-person random game. I am the pink player and at first glance I will go for Australia. I have 4 troops there and no one else has a high number of troops. White has 5 troops just outside but no other territories connecting, so no reinforcements. White does attack and connect his territories but does not reinforce near Australia. I figure I can still gain Australia and hold it. I start by attacking the white territories and reinforcing just outside Australia. I do reinforce some troops in Asia to move down on my next turn. Red does acquire South America and let's see if he can hold it. White is starting to build up troops in Southwest Asia. Let's hope he doesn't want to try for Australia, since that is what I am going for. Now that I have captured Australia, I will attempt to turtle there and not start any conflicts with other players. At this point Red and myself are both getting +2 troops from holding our continents. It looks like the black player will attempt to get North America. Let's keep our fingers crossed that Red and Black get in a conflict and weaken each other for us. Well, it looks like the white player is going to try for Australia. I don't think it will work, but I really hate that he will take out some of my troops in his attempt. I will add my troops to Australia and oops, I forgot to reinforce the 4 troops to Northern Australia. It seems Black is still putting all his troops to North America. Red is doing a great job of building up border forces to protect South America. Red has accepted my alliance request. This will be a good alliance since we are on opposite sides of the map. White is going to make another attempt at Australia, but it will fail and this will be the last attempt in this game. I think he realizes that it is a losing battle for both of us and backs off. Black is continuing his movement into North America. I think Red is getting worried about Black and thinking too long. Because of this, Red has decided to move some of his forces back into South America. As you can see, White has given up on Australia and moved to Africa now. He will successfully capture Africa, but for how long? With Red next to him and the highest troop count on the map, I hope he will attack White. Now I can start to turtle in Australia. This is the easiest continent to turtle in since you only have to protect one border. Red gets 5 troops in his round and trades in a set for 8 more troops, and like I was hoping, he attacks White into Africa. White will have to decide what he wants to do. He can hold a continent or just go for as many territories as possible to get troops that way. Now my troop count will slowly climb since all I plan to do is attack one single troop territory each time and reinforce back to protect my continent and wait. The tension between Black and Red is getting high. I don't know if they have an alliance, but with how many troops Red is keeping at the border, I would guess they don't. I'm not sure if White is going to make another attempt at Africa, and if he does, great. I don't think Red will let him hold Africa. Now I'm going to get my troops out of North America and show the other players that I will work with them and not against them. I can truly start my turtle now since I have so many single troop territories around me to attack and keep getting cards and not start a fight over a single troop. As I said before, Red will not let White have Africa. I think White's days are numbered in this game. He can't get anything going. Black sure is taking his time in capturing North America. I was a little surprised Red didn't attack White more with him getting a set to trade in that round. But I think he is too worried about Black to his north. This game is starting to look good for me, as long as I cannot start a conflict with anyone before they start attacking each other. White is helping out since he decides to attack one of Red's bigger armies. Another round or two and I should have the highest troop count. Black is still taking his time capturing North America. He is trying to slow play to not draw attention to himself. I think Red has noticed him and I have as well. I believe White has decided to try for Europe, but I think it is a little too late. Even when Black has the troops to move in close to South America, he chooses not to and goes another round without a continent. Red is going to capture Africa with this round, but with him so worried about black, he won't reinforce Africa well enough to hold it. White won't stand for that. White is getting close to a troop count that I feel comfortable taking him out. I probably should have taken him out this round since he was sitting on 5 cards. I am still learning some of the high-level strategies and paying attention to everything. I will get him next round. OMG. I can't believe black still hasn't captured North America. Let's see what red does to white this round. Some players will DC on purpose and let the computer play one round. Then you think it is a computer player, which are easy to beat. Red comes back by his next round, and if you aren't paying attention you will still think it is the computer. The computer does attack white a few times, so maybe white will suicide on red thinking he can beat the computer. He does, and makes it easy for me to take out white. I still haven't caused any reason for red or black to think of me as a threat. I reinforce back to Australia to not show any aggression to black. At this point I am not sure if red has come back, and I send an alliance request to black. He never responds. Black does finally take North America NAD. That is when I know I can't let him have that easily. Red is back now for sure. You can see now that the balance of the game is good, but I do have a slight advantage over the other 2 players. Remember that I have not started any conflicts with them to this point in the game. Also, the fact that black has a big army sitting on red's unprotected border is not good for red. I have to wait and hope that black crosses into South America on red. If that happens, then the game is mine. Red is starting to attack some of my territories. I think he is trying to make it look like he is still a bot. We will see how that works for him. Ouch. That was a bad idea. I also may have unleashed red on me for that attack. Let's hope it doesn't ruin the game for me. I still have a lot of troops, but if red starts attacking, then black will win the game. Black finally attacked into South America. Now red will have to defend the front as well or be overrun. Red did send me an alliance request again, and I accepted. I will act like I am going to help red, but really I am staying neutral and letting black and red fight. I only have one territory I can attack, and it is red Spain territory. I then reinforce safely in front of black like I am going to attack on that front. Really what I want is black and red to suicide on each other first. Black starts by taking South America from red, and then moves into Africa. This is perfect if red and black's biggest armies hit each other. Good enough. They will fight over the Americas and Africa while I sit back and watch. I now have as many troops as both of my opponents combined, so the balance of the game is now in my favor. It is all but over now. I reinforce so as that my biggest army is not blocked. Black makes one more run, but all he does is take a few territories and take out my smaller army in Australia from me. Since red has been a good ally, then I think I will let him have second place in this game. Red does feel he can come back, and he is right, but I will not let that happen. He reinforces back to Africa and doesn't block his biggest army. I have a card set to trade, and now I will take out the black player. Goodbye black. Well played, but not today. Always keep in mind how many territories you can capture in a turn. You don't want to do all the dirty work to just let your opponent get to finish a player and get their cards. Now is the boring part, where if you don't have enough to finish a player in one turn, then you go back and forth a few rounds until the game is over. Ho hum ho hum.